Next up, we have Chris Cooper. Chris Cooper is the president of Black Medicine Coffee. How are you?
Hey, great, Ray.
How's your BevNET Live going?
Good so far.
Good deal, good deal. I know Neil has a host of questions for you, so.
Okay. Great, Neil.
Well, first of all, thanks for joining us. You know, I was curious, kind of, we're hearing so much about like cold brew coffee. I guess the coffee category on the whole, you guys have a very kind of different, innovative kind of proposition. I don't know, can you talk to our live stream viewers a little bit about how Black Medicine is made?
Sure. There is, of course, as you say, a lot of cold brews on the market. And they all, in our opinion, tend to taste pretty much the same. It's the process of brewing. The cold brew process itself tends to extract certain flavors from the coffee bean that you can get when it's cold, but they don't extract all the flavors that are there. It's why when you go to a coffee bar and you get a coffee, it's brewed hot. It's brewed hot for a reason, and that's to extract most of the flavor from the bean. So what we do is we've developed a process that brews hot under pressure in a nitrogen atmosphere to extract as much flavor as we can from the coffee bean and get it all into your drink. Instead of giving it the typical cold brew flavor profile, it tastes a little bit more flavorful, a little bit more complex, a little more interesting, I think.
Yeah, now it's interesting, you know, you own your own production facility, which is something that not a lot of beverage companies do because it's a very expensive and time-consuming process. But tell us, what are the advantages of having your own facility versus co-packing?
There are advantages, as you mentioned. There are disadvantages too, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for a beverage maker starting out.
Yep.
It's something that we were pretty much forced into because of the qualities that we wanted in our product.
Yep.
So our focus was really on quality and getting the top quality product possible. What that means is that we have a product that has a shelf life. Mm-hmm. It has a shelf life of 12 weeks.
Yep.
And it has to be therefore refrigerated all the time. That makes it much more difficult to do co-packing because our volumes are not so high. If we were, if we were Starbucks, it would be a different thing.
Sure.
But at our volume starting out, we can't go to a co-packer and say, run us a batch every week, and we only want so much. It's not economical for them.
Right.
So starting out, we're kind of forced to do our own production. Now that has advantages in that it gives us a lot of control over the quality.
Sure.
It means that we can turn on a dime if we have to. It means that if we have any issues with the recipe or any issues out in the field, that we can fix them immediately. Mm-hmm. We don't have a stock of products sitting in a warehouse for months at a time. Sure. That we need to work through. So there are a lot of advantages, but I got to tell you, it's very expensive and it's difficult and it's a lot harder than I thought it would be when I started. So
in other words, don't start your own production facility unless you've got a lot of money and a lot of patience.
Well, yeah.
In a nutshell. Now, I got two more quick questions for you. Yeah. You were a participant in last year's New Beverage Showdown in our show here in Santa Monica. How was your experience, and how do you think the folks did today?
Our experience was great. No, it was really very helpful. What was it?
You made it all the way to the finals, too.
We made it to the finals. We didn't quite win, but we think we were pretty close. But what was valuable for us as a producer was getting feedback from people in the business who know what they're talking about.
Right.
And they gave us feedback about improving our story, about improving what we were putting on the labels, correct, things like that. We took those to heart, and we actually made changes in our bottling and our packaging a little bit, and made changes to the product and the website so that it would reflect the kinds of things that they were giving us information back on.
Now, very quickly, where are your products sold?
Our products are sold in Northern California, Oregon, and Washington in many grocery stores and many chains, including Whole Foods, Safeway, New Seasons Markets, most chains. We expect to be in Southern California in the spring, but we haven't expanded yet beyond California, Oregon, and Washington.
Well, they are sampling Black Medicine coffee here at the show, and so I can't wait to try some. I know I haven't had a bottle in a little bit. You got us to send us more product to the office.
Yeah, I should do that.
You
I'd
should
be
do that.
happy
Yeah.
to, yeah.
All right, fantastic.
All right.
Chris, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you,
Really
Ray.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Neil.